Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been so long since my last video. A lot has happened since my last video. Like I said in my last video, it is summer break. The kids are home. There's a lot going on all the time. And we ended up rescuing a couple reptiles that needed homes. And when you rescue any animal, it requires a lot of time and love and care and teaching to your children to make sure that not only the children are safe, but the animal is safe. So it's been a little crazy here. But I do have a bunch of new products that I thought I would get ready with. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to start off with my order from Juno Co. So I cut this open and I opened it, but I haven't really done anything with it. I haven't done anything with these new products because I haven't had time. So there's the invoice. When you open it, it just says, "Hello, gorgeous." And yeah, so I ordered the microfiber velvet sponge because of course Nikki Tutorials used it, so we're gonna give it a try. It says if you're looking for a more natural airbrushed foundation finish, the Juno microfiber velvet sponge is your go-to. Made with velvet soft microfiber bristles and a slanted edge for controlled. They spelled controlled right. Can we just look at this? Controlled right there. I'm sure it's supposed to say controlled, but it says controlled. Controlled stippling. The Juno microfiber velvet sponge provides buildable coverage fast. And it just gives the ingredients. It's latex free and cruelty free. So there's one. So I ordered the Milani Luminoso blush because I hit pan and then it just crumbled, so I needed a new one. And I also got an eyeshadow palette because their eyeshadow palettes are super affordable. So let's open it and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the Exotic Prism makeup palette. It's beautiful. It looks like a sky. Oh, that's so pretty. And it's in plastic. I can't take all this plastic. This is what it looks like. Exotic Prism palette. It's in a sleeve. You open it up, same thing. And this reminded me, if we're being completely honest, this reminded me of the Natasha Denona Tropical palette, which I'm not going to buy. But if you put a side-by-side comparison of them, it looks just like it. So it looks just like it. So $10, that's what I got. I'll probably use this palette and a couple others. Let's move on before this is too long. So I ordered a couple things from Colourpop. I'm not big on Colourpop. I don't know. But I did order the Colourpop face spray, so let's open it up because I'm out of my setting spray. This is the Colourpop Amber Crystal Setting Spray. Shake me up gently, hold it arm's length away from your beautiful face, and spray, spray, spray. Don't spray directly into your eyes and mouth. Let's smell it and see the mist. It smells nice. It's not too strong. It's actually like really nice. So we'll use that. I picked up the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. I didn't want to do this, but then I just kept seeing videos and stuff with it. So I got it. I got it in the shade medium 80. So hopefully it's my shade. I did swatch it when I got it, but that's as far as it went. So it comes with a pump. It's a glass bottle. Then I got 4 shadows. I got Twitter Pated. I don't think these shadows are new. They've been there for a while. but they were recently having like a buy one, get one free on their shadows. So I was like, I might as well. I don't have any Colourpop shadows. So I got Twitter Pated, which is coming out. If you look right here, it looks like it's starting to come out. So let's swatch it. Their shadows are super soft. I have had Colourpop shadows. I just ended up giving them away to family. It's a nice little pink color. So that's Twitter Pated. I'm just throwing boxes all over my floor. This one is Waddles. Because, you know, you can never have too many browns in your collection. This is more of like a mauve-y brown. It looks taupey brown. And it's called Waddles. Let's swatch it. That's a pretty color. Nice transition color. Oh, it's actually not mauve-y brown at all. It's just like a light taupey pink. I would definitely use that in the crease. Then we have Hanky Panky. And I got this as a transition color also. No one can deny that their shadows aren't like super velvety soft. This is definitely a crease color. It's just a nice brown, light brown right here. And then the color that I'm most excited for, because I really don't own any greens in my collection. It's mostly neutrals, a lot of yellows, oranges, stuff like that. The norm. This is called Moonwalk, and it's like a green with gold in it, and it just looked beautiful, so I had to get it. Oh, yes. Look at that. That's beautiful. Gold right here. It's really pretty. So I definitely want to use that. Then I got my bi-monthly subscription from Deck of Scarlett. And this one was by Belle Jordan. I dropped it. This one was by Belle Jordan. I adore Belle Jordan. She is so beautiful. And right away it came with an important note about your order. As you know, this month's palette comes with our first ever mascara. We wanted it to be extra special for you, both length thinning and volumizing, easy to apply, and a delight to wear all day. So they partnered with a factory in Italy, and after months of work, our mascara was finally ready to meet you, our valued subscriber. But even the best of laid plans run out already. And we wanted to be 100% transparent with you, which I love when companies are completely transparent with you. Anyway, the mascaras got stuck in customs, so when you open the palette and you meet Belle Jordan, and you open it, it comes with the palette and no mascara. So I'll show you what the palette looks like. And I have used this actually, and it's really nice. So this is what it looks like. You have the blush, the highlight, 2 lip colors, and your 3 eye colors. And then I got a package from Deck of Scarlett. Actually, I was really confused because the package that it came in said Scentbird, and I was like, I didn't order Scentbird. Where is this coming from? But they actually sent not only the mascara, but a liquid eyeliner and a little single eyeshadow. So that was really nice of them. And on a non-beauty related note, I kept seeing this deodorant on Snapchat called Native Deodorant, and it's all natural, aluminum free and everything, so I decided to give it a go. And I ordered the coconut vanilla scent, and I also ordered the rosé scent, but that's in my beach bag. And so far, I love this. It is, I don't want to say like waxy. It's not like your typical stick deodorant. You can rub it in. It's moisturizing if, you know, it gets chunky or whatever when you apply it, which sounds weird, but, you know. So, yeah, let's get into the video because this has been enough rambling. So, I'm going to prep my face. I've been having some breakouts, so, yeah, I have breakouts here, under my neck, so we're really gonna test this foundation out. I'm gonna go wet the sponge and be right back. So let's shake this up and get into it. And I washed my hands, the blue shadows. Kind of, I'm going to use the bottom of the sponge, kind of stained. Oh my gosh. The sponge definitely gives you a lot of coverage right off the bat. Which I like because I am more of a full coverage kind of person. But you can see where I applied it first. It's the heaviest there. So you are going to have to spend some time blending it out. What's weird is that I got it wet, but it feels dry. I typically always use the, what is that? Oh, Real Techniques sponge, beauty sponge. I love that. And I prefer it over the original Beauty Blender. So far, I like the coverage of this foundation. And it looks really natural, and it's not heavy on the skin, which is always nice. Because whenever I wear like the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion or my Derma Blend, it feels heavy on the skin, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely know you're wearing foundation. Let's blend it down the neck. For concealer, I didn't get a new concealer. I'm going to use my, if I can get it, it's way back here. My drawers are a complete mess. They need to be organized. The Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. And I just like to put a tiny bit of this on the inside corners of my eyes, my forehead, my nose. Okay, less real about it. And we're going to take the flat end of the sponge this time and start in my eyes. I definitely, what is all over my face? It's like, I don't know. When I'm blending this in with my concealer, I think it blends way better than the Real Technique sponge. I mean, usually no matter what concealer I use, whether I use it with a brush or my sponge, it always accentuates my fine lines and wrinkles to an extent. With this, I feel like it pushes it in so well that it doesn't. I don't use a ton of concealer either, so that, to try and avoid that. I'm going to add a little bit more right here where I get the darkest and blend that in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try cream bronzer. I'm going to use the Milk Cosmetics matte bronzer in Baked and see how it does blending out this. I usually use my Clarisonic foundation brush head for my bronzer, but let's just see how this goes. I don't really like to go under the chin, so I don't even know I was going to do it. I'm going to use the rounder edge. It's blending it really nice. I think I just found my new favorite sponge. Did we just become best friends? I love that movie. I think I like the bottom edge the best. Yeah. For bronzer and foundation, I like the bottom of the sponge the best. But it definitely blended it out super fast and like seamlessly. Really enjoying that. I'm going to go and set with powder. I'm going to use my RMS Beauty powder. I need to find a new translucent powder. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and be right back. Okay, my brows are on. I'm going to go in with bronzer. And I'm going to take the Revlon Photo Ready Bronzed in Chic and on my MAC 187. So, like I was saying, when we rescued the bearded dragon, he wasn't, I mean, I understand they rescued him, they wanted to give him a better life, but, you guys, they had him on sand, which isn't the worst, but it's not the best. And they said they did that because the Repti carpet kept getting stuck in his nails. He would get his nails stuck in them. And so I'm going to go in with my Milani Luminoso blush, which I get. So I clipped his nails because they were, you know, a little long. So I clipped his nails, cleaned out his cage. It was disgusting. They had crickets in there, which really isn't good for your bearded dragon. The blush is picking up like super bright, but it's not. It actually is very blended. So I clipped his nails and cleaned out his cage. It smelled so bad, so bad. Cleaned it out, cleaned him, gave him a bath, and they had tons of crickets in there, which I guess they threw in there in case I didn't have food, which I didn't. I went and ordered him some roaches and got him some superworms and stuff, so I'm just gonna set this down really quick. I like the way it smells. It smells really nice. For highlight, I'm going to use the highlight from the Deck of Scarlett palette on my Beige Cosmetics brush, and the color is called Shh. So, ordered him food. He had no interest in the crickets. And if you don't know, it's not good to keep crickets, superworms, any of that food in your cage or tank with your bearded dragon, because they will bite and they will eat at the bearded dragons or any reptiles you are keeping them with. So I had to get them out, clean his tank, clean him, drop my brush. And so I get all that done. And because I clipped his nails, I was able to get him on Repti carpet, and he walks with no problem at all. No problems at all. So that's a plus. He's doing a lot better. I had to order him all new lights. I put new background around the 3 sides of the glass, and it's just been crazy. So before that, and the whole reason I kind of got into the bearded dragon situation was because we ended up with a common snapping turtle, and they are native to New York State, and it's legal to hunt them and eat them, which is crazy to me. But anyway, we ended up with a common snapping turtle. So I was looking around for aquarium lighting because lighting is expensive. And so I was looking around for aquarium lighting, and I came across this ad. And so when I wanted to get the lighting, they had a bearded dragon in the back of their car. In the back of their car. I go get him calcium. I get him a multivitamin. I get him all this stuff. Okay, great. We're going to go into the exotic palette. And play around with some of these. Let me get some stuff going. So I had to buy all new lights anyway, so it didn't matter. I'm going to start off with Sunset, which is this color right here, on a Morphe M200. And I'm just going to stick that in the upper crease. So, yes. Anyway, now we have a common snapping turtle. And if you are wondering what kind of pet a snapping turtle makes, they make a great pet. He's actually really friendly. And if you go up to him and start talking to him, he comes up to the glass and he puts his little hand up there and like listens to you and closes his eye, and he's the cutest thing I've ever had. But you need to have a license to have a snapping turtle. So of course I had to go file for a license, and now I am a licensed pet owner of a snapping turtle. Most people don't.
Can I turn the air conditioner on?
Yes. Most people don't know that you need to have a license for turtles. If they're an invasive species, which means they're not native to your state, you can't get licensed. But if they are native, then you can. So he's a non-invasive species because he is native to New York State. So yeah, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go into terracotta. These are a little dusty. They have some kickback. And I'm just going to put that really right into the crease on the outer half. So we now have a bearded dragon. He's about 5-6 years old. He's very lazy. He doesn't really like to do much. He's not very fun. And yeah, so he's just super chill. He's really not big on, you know, all those pet YouTubers who take their bearded dragons to Petco or PetSmart or shopping. I'd love to do that with him, but I just don't think he would like it because he's way too lazy and chill for that. He seems happy, and that's all that matters. He is super picky eater. The only green vegetables that they ever tried to feed him was romaine lettuce. So I've tried to give him dandelion greens, collard greens, squash, tomatoes, a little bit of fruit. He won't touch them. I don't even care if you put the bugs underneath them so that it makes the leaves look like they're moving. He won't eat them. He will not eat them, period. He will wait for those things to come to the surface and then snatch them. So vegetables just are not for him. And it's probably because for the last 5 years he wasn't really pushed to eat them or anything like that, so I don't know. But that's where I'm at. And my snapping turtle will eat pretty much anything except for pellets that he's supposed to eat. He won't do it. So he is on a live feeder diet. He likes mealworms. He likes little, what are those? Shrimp flakes. He likes, they're not flakes, they're dried shrimp. He loves superworms. I just ordered small dubia roaches for him to see if he'll eat those, but I dust everything in calcium and a multivitamin, so they are well fed and well loved. And yeah, the bearded dragon does like to go outside, but that's about as far as it goes. I'm gonna go in with Indian clay. It's this really nice reddish pink color. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna stick this in my outer corner. It's not very... Oh, there we go. And then just up into the crease a little bit. I don't want them to get all muddy. You definitely have to build this color up, for sure. Pat it on. But they are good quality for how affordable they are. I like them. Just going back with that blending brush just to blend the edges. This is a really nice color. I like this. Okay. I'm going to take a pencil brush. I'm going to go in with Earth right here, this dark brown. And just put that in the outer V.
Mom, can I have my gum?
Go ahead. Of my eye. I'm just putting it along the lash line and then in the outer corner of my eye. You definitely have to build these up, for sure. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that red Indian clay to the outer corner just to help this blend a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, spray it with some of the setting spray, and go into, what do I want to go into? I think I'm going to go into Ripe, which is this one right here. Not a lot comes, it's chunky almost. So hopefully it will work. Probably should have laid a shadow down underneath it so that it just enhances the color of that shadow and adds like a shimmer to it, because there's not a lot of color to it. It's just like a topper. That is really pretty though. I'm going to try and use the Deck of Scarlett liquid eyeliner. With with a mirror as close to my face as possible. Can you see? Okay, for mascara, we're going to try out the Deck of Scarlett mascara. I did use this before. It's a nice mascara. I think it's best. It's great on its own if you're doing like a natural look. It definitely lengthens, and it does volumize somewhat, but I like really extreme lashes naturally. I don't like to use false lashes. Yeah? Oh, okay, good job. I don't like to use false lashes, so
That's it.
just see. Thank you. So I do always use more than one mascara. So that's what it looks like on its own. I'm going to add just a little bit of the Stila Huge Extreme Mascara just on the outer corners of my eyelashes, just to give them more of a flare. That's just my preference. For lips, what do I want to use? We can go into the Deck of Scarlett and use both. I'm gonna use Passion and Tempting. I am gonna use a lip pencil, just a neutral lip pencil. This is the Sephora in 13 Pink Beige. And take a little lip brush. They should at least include a lip brush in these. I mean, not everybody has a lip brush, so it's kind of annoying having to look for one. So first I'm gonna go in with Passion. And just build that on the outer corners. Fade it in, and then take it along the bottom. Then in the middle, I'm going to take the lighter pink color called Tempting. Okay, here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry it was really long and kind of all over the place, but that's really how my life is on the daily. So I like the foundation. It did settle a little bit in that wrinkle right there, but everything settles there. That's like my settling spot. But it looks good around my nose. It looks good under my eyes. Powder, everything went on top of it wonderfully. The setting spray smells amazing. I won't know until the end of the day how my makeup held up after using it. And then the eyeshadow palette, the Exotic Prism makeup. This is really good. I will say that Ripe, if you can see, is a little bit difficult to work with. I would use it more as an eyeshadow topper instead of just an eyeshadow on its own. And Earth, the dark brown right here, was also a little bit difficult to blend, but if you just spend time with it and just go back and forth and blend and add a little bit more, then blend, then it does absolutely blend out really nicely. The shadows are soft. The kickback is there, but not anything outrageous. I don't think it has any more than like the Soft Glam or Modern Renaissance or any other palette that I have. So I would recommend that if you're on a budget. I mean, I think it's really great. The colors that they put in it are really good. So this lip color isn't for me. I'm not a magenta person, but I think I will wipe it off and just go on with my nude lip because that's just more my style. As far as Deck of Scarlett, I've used the shadows in the past. They are really good, but and the eyeliner is really easy to work with. I like the tip of the eyeliner. The mascara I'm in love with. I love that mascara on its own or layered underneath another mascara. So yeah, I think I'm having a pretty good makeup day, and my acne is covered really well. So I don't think this video could have gone any better. Let me know if you want to see any other products. Do you want to see a makeup look with Deck of Scarlett? Do you want to see a makeup look with the Colourpop shadows that I got, or anything else? Just let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.